This time on FLIPTV News, the headlines. Cardinal lifts restriction on telecom services. Appeal court upholds final forfeiture order of DIEZANIs $40 million worth of jewelry. On the international scene, COVID-19 variant, UK stops flight from South Africa, 5 other nations. And finally, on entertainment news, Just Too Funny and GD Kenny argue Fusi to star in new Obi Emelonye film. Good afternoon, I am Shijola Folawiye. Welcome to FLIPTV News. Now, news in details. The Cardinal government has lifted a partial 3-month telecommunications shutdown in the state. In September, the state government took the measure in an effort to tackle the criminal activities of the bandits in the state. In a statement on Friday, Samuel Arunwan, Kaduna Commissioner for Internal Security and Home Affairs, said the relevant government agencies have been directed to liaise with the telecommunications operators to restore full services in the state. The securities agencies have now notified the government that the telecom services can now be restored. Everyone noted that along with the other measures in the country containment order, the telecom shutdown had helped the security agencies to achieve some results, which the security forces will reel out soon. The commissioner said the restoration of full services in the affected areas may unfold over a few days as the service providers mobilize to power and boost their transmission systems accordingly. The Kaduna state government said it regrets the inconveniences residents of the affected LGAs may have encountered as a result of the shutdown and commend the residents for their sacrifices while the temporary measure lasted. The Court of Appeal sitting in Lagos has upheld the final forfeiture order on the $40 million worth jewelry seized from the premises of the former Minister for Petroleum DIEZANIs Alison Madueke. Justice Festus Obende, who read the judgment on Friday, held that there was no substance in Alison Madueke's bid to overturn the lower court's order and subsequently dismissed the move by the former minister to challenge the forfeiture order. Barring's appeal by the former minister to the Supreme Court, the jewelries are to be forfeited to the federal government. In July 2019, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, had secured an order from the Justice Nicholas Ewebo of the Federal High Court to temporarily forfeit the expensive items to the federal government. The United Kingdom will bloomberg the travel restrictions to go into effect at noon Friday under precautionary measure to keep the spread of the new variant check. Health Secretary Sajid said the 6 African countries will be placed on the UK's red list as of Sunday, requiring travelers to quarantine in the hotels upon arrival. Singapore on Friday also moved to restricted travel from South Africa and nearby nations, following Israel, which acted late Thursday after the UK announced its measures. Scientists still trying to determine whether the new variant called B1.1529 is more transmissible or more lethal than previous ones. What's clear is that it has the most mutations of any strain yet identified, that it raised concerns concerning South Africa and international, with authorities fearing a wave of cases that could increase pressure on already strained healthcare systems. As part of a close surveillance of variants across the world, we have become aware of the spread of a new potentially concerning variant, Javid said in a statement, adding that the new strain is now under investigation. The government of Prime Minister Boris Johnson moved quickly after facing criticism for keeping travel open initially when earlier variants were detected in South Africa and India, allowing them to spread. The UK has wrestled with one of the world's biggest outbreaks of the Delta strain since the summer. The UK's flight ban is a further blow to the airline industry, which was starting to recover from earlier but now faces fresh curbs and the resurgent virus in parts of Europe. The measures mark the biggest change in the UK's COVID travel rules since the so-called traffic light system was overhauled earlier in the autumn to ease border crossings. UK-based Nigerian filmmaker Obi Emeloye is currently in Nigeria filming his first project of 2021. Principal photography recently kicked off for the film produced by Joe Odete for Blue Pictures Entertainment and executive produced by Odinaka Emmanuel Ofia. Written by Emeloye, Hunt follows Joshua Jostufoni and Joseph Jide Kene Ajufusi, two down on their luck friends who share a room in a rundown part of Gwagwalada in Abuja. When Josiah's wife, Lucy Oma Iyad Sarah, arrives without notice and with their three daughters, Joseph checks into a local hotel, but a mix-up lands him in a room belonging to Diokpa Charlie Boy, a local criminal lord. What Joseph finds in Diokpa's room changes his life and that of his friend Josiah, thus sparking a game of cat and mouse with Diokpa, chasing two Joes all the way to Lagos, where they have become the biggest boys in town. Living in bondage, breaking free star Jide Kene first teased fans with photos of himself. Co-star Jostufoni shared on Instagram early this week. Hunt is Emeloye's first film since his award-winning 2020 cybercrime thriller Blackmail with Osi Ukeje in the lead role. The filmmaker is also in Nigeria for the premiere of the inspirational film The Oratory. The film began its world premiere across 16 countries months ago and is finally in Nigeria for two premieres slated to hold in Lagos and Abuja. For more news and updates, please stay tuned to FLIPTV News. I am Shijola Folabi. Have a good afternoon.